The official in this match, Jason Ayers. Gunther and LA Knight. Only one time before have these two men met in a one-on-one matchup. It happened 3 years ago at NXT Stand and Deliver. That was a win for the ring general Gunther, but this is a much different LA Knight.
Downright hostile environment tonight, and Austin toward Gunther, and the megastar comes out of the gate firing.
LA Knight with a couple of right hands, drives Gunther to the corner, and now the boots in the midsection by LA Knight, who's fired up tonight.
Knight better be careful. Oh, Gunther looking for a powerbomb early.
Back body drop by LA Knight. Went for the BFT, and Gunther scoots out of harm's way out here to ringside. And LA Knight wasted a little time driving Gunther to the floor with that baseball slide. And LA Knight is fired up tonight. We're able to look right in the eyes of LA Knight here. How intense is he tonight as he bounces Gunther off our announce table?
LA Knight dribbling the ring general like a basketball off of our announce desk, and now Gunther tossed toward our laps. LA Knight came to fight tonight.
I don't think Gunther was ready for this onslaught, Corey.
And listen, we've seen in the past, Gunther tends to overlook his opponents once in a while. Gunther is supremely confident at all times, and we have seen him get caught. Think about Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Gunther has a tendency to overlook his opponents.
Gunther did tell me earlier today that he respects what Knight can do in the ring. What he doesn't expect is the way he goes about it. He doesn't think he takes things seriously, that he tries to entertain more than win matches. That's what Gunther says, but he's seeing a different LA Knight tonight.
Well, Gunther's mantra has been that the ring is sacred. He is walking and competing on holy ground. The ring general looks at this industry with such reverence, he has no choice but to become the greatest at it.
LA Knight, who's just been begging for that opportunity, that chance to be in that massive spotlight. The next Saturday night could arguably be the biggest match of his career if he can pull this off tonight. Oh, the clothesline and the impact, the physical dominance of the former two-time champion.
My goodness, what a clothesline. Normally you aim for your opponent's upper chest, collarbone area. It looked like Gunther caught LA Knight right in the face.
Gunther is all business. There's no messing around when it comes to the ring general. The mat is sacred in his mind. He's built like a Terminator, and he acts like one in the ring.
We know full well that Gunther entered this match, as he does all of his matches, with a strategy. Can Gunther execute? So far, so good.
LA Knight with that neck breaker into the cover. Is it enough? Gunther at 2. That's where LA Knight is so sneaky good. The ability to counter quickly, just like Gunther did there.
In the blink of an eye, the ring general rips control of this matchup out of the hands of the megastar.
And that's the thing about Gunther, Corey. We've called how many of his matches over the last few years, right? It is so hard to be able to build momentum, so hard to be able to build sustained offense against Gunther, because just when you think you got him on the ropes, you don't.
Gunther is, for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, the perfect professional wrestler. Gunther is tough, he is durable, he is a wizard on the mat, he is an expert level striker. Gunther is a dangerous individual.
Look at the sleeper now. Looking to put LA Knight away with the sleeper. Gunther's taken out so many men with that move, and now sent through the ropes by LA Knight. You mentioned Gunther, the consummate wrestler, right? LA Knight, many would say, is the consummate sports entertainer.
Certainly a difference in theories for both of these individuals. You're absolutely correct. LA Knight, a big-time star, a massive fan favorite for a reason. But unfortunately for LA Knight, the fans don't win matches.
Corey and I were just talking moments ago about how it is so hard to have any type of sustained offense against Gunther. Just when you think you got it going, Gunther takes control.
It only takes a moment. Look at this clothesline right across the cheekbone of LA Knight.
Gunther's almost perfect.
I completely agree, Cole. You and I both. I know we talk a lot in the cars after the shows. I love calling Gunther's matches. As a lifelong wrestling fan, for me, this guy is my favorite going right now.
Well, he's a throwback in so many ways, as Gunther is just pummeling LA Knight now.
I think Gunther would be a star in any era.
LA Knight catching the leg of Gunther. Down goes Gunther. Knight now gonna Delivered the elbow, but nobody home.
LA Knight once again got a bit overzealous. We've seen to this point in the matchup, the megastar's emotions haven't necessarily been beneficial to him. He's miscalculated a couple times. He's got caught a few times by Gunther, who is as cold, calculated, and emotionless as you'll find in a ring.
Knight came out of the gate hot. Gunther has slowed that offense down. Again, massive matchup tonight, massive stakes. The winner to face John Cena a week from tomorrow, Saturday night's main event. Cena, final match of his legendary career as LA Knight just buckles and falls to the corner.
Brutal stomp to the lower back from the ring general. And think about the stakes in this matchup to advance to battle John Cena, what they mean to LA Knight. This is a guy, and much like a Carmelo Hayes we talked about earlier, LA Knight hears the whispers that he can't win the big one. If LA Knight gets through Gunther and heads to the nation's capital to battle John Cena in his final match, to just about every man on the roster, that's as good as any championship match.
Neither of these men have faced Cena in a one-on-one match in their career. And another chop by Gunther. Notice how he creates no separation allowed. Continues to hang onto the arm of Knight.
Gunther is relentless. He is cerebral.
Oh!
And he is ruthless. LA Knight's just going to start looking like ground meat by the end of this one. Right out of the way just in time. That's another.
And Knight now takes Gunther down. Knight trying to crawl back into this. Gunther into the corner. Chest first. Neck breaker by Knight.
Knight has turned the tides back into his favor.
Yeah, stunning Gunther momentarily. Went for the BFT. Gunther, though, with a waist lock applied. Knight fighting out of it with elbows to the jaw.
LA Knight now. For an O'Connor roll. There it is.
Gunther's got a kick out of two. Near fall, and a sleeper. What a counter. What a counter. LA Knight, though, rolled through and almost had him.
Wow, what an exchange.
And now Gunther with Knight up on his shoulders. LA Knight now with Gunther on his shoulders. Corey. Oh, that's an AA. That's a Cena attitude adjustment by Knight to Gunther.
Now muscling up the ring general. LA Knight.
Face first, Gunther drops him on his head.
Burning hammer.
Cover. Kick out by Gunther. How did he do that? Corey, what an exchange. Gunther went for the AA first. LA Knight countered into an AA of his own and then delivered the burning hammer.
A little homage to the greatest of all time. John Cena, for all intents and purposes in this matchup, is the prize.
It's interesting. You heard Gunther warn John Cena about the way he's going to win the match. Maybe he meant the attitude adjustment.
It very well may have been the case, and if it was, it backfired in spectacular fashion for Gunther.
Physical match has taken its toll on both of these individuals. Both men had to win 3 matches for this berth in the finals tonight. A field of 16, whittled down to 2.
Forearm on the jaw of LA Knight rocked the megastar, but Knight able to answer. Knight fires off another right hand that dropped Gunther to a knee. LA Knight tattooed Gunther with that one, and the ring general is rocked.
Gunther won't rock momentarily as he delivers a boot to the side of the head of Knight. Just keeps plugging forward, doesn't he?
You called Gunther a Terminator. I could not agree more.
It is so hard to beat this man. Very few have done it. LA Knight now, clothesline like running into a wall. Both men down, center of the ring. Critical moment of the match. The stakes couldn't be much higher. The winner to face John Cena in Cena's final match next Saturday night.
No matter the result, that is history. You want to be a part of that, no matter who you are. One of these 2 men will have that opportunity.
And we talked about it earlier. Gunther could have an opportunity to do it twice this year. Goldberg and Possibly Cena.
Lightning could strike twice.
Nothing pretty about this match. This is Smash Mouth, the winner of our main event, to face John Cena in John Cena's final match a week from tomorrow, Saturday night's main event over on Peacock.
At this point, we're beginning to wade into the deep waters of this matchup, and LA Knight gets the best of that strike exchange. Look at the megastar teeing off on the ring general.
Could it be LA Knight's moment to qualify for perhaps the biggest match of his career so far? Knight into the corner with a running knee.
We know LA Knight loves the WWE Universe, but he can't get caught pandering.
And to your point, Gunther exploded out of the corner, went for the sweeper. LA Knight with a back suplex.
Great defensive maneuver by Knight, driving the wind out of Gunther, preventing certain catastrophe. And Knight once again slowly making it to a vertical base. Looks like he's going to climb the ropes.
Knight pulling out all the stops here tonight from the top rope. Gunther rolls out of harm's way. And Gunther, there's that massive drop kick.
The Tyrannosaurus drop kick strikes again.
And Gunther now has Knight where he wants him. Up top goes Knight, went for the powerbomb. Knight counter into a DDT.
LA Knight now using the ropes to get back to his feet. You can see that LA wincing in pain.
And now they'll connect with the elbow. Into the cover. Is it enough? Not quite an air fall.
And that can shake your confidence if you're LA Knight. This was LA Knight's bread and butter. First the DDT, spikes Gunther on top of his head. And then this megastar elbow right to the heart of the big Austrian. And LA Knight about 2 9/10, but can't get the job done there.
The finals of the last time is now tournament. Live from the Moody Center on the campus of the University of Texas in Austin. One of these two men to face Cena next Saturday night at Saturday night's main event. Will it be LA Knight measuring Gunther, measuring his man? Kick to the midsection, went for blunt force trauma, and Gunther turns it into a German suplex.
Well, it's obvious Gunther has prepared for the BFT multiple times in this match. The ring general has countered.
And now there could be concern. You saw the official go down and check on Knight, who landed hard on the back of his neck. And now Gunther realizing it. Gunther is so smart, isn't he?
Blood in the water of the Great White's territory.
Gunther now going to attack the neck of LA Knight. Knight showed a bit of vulnerability, and Gunther pounced.
A split second of vulnerability. That just goes to show you the level on which Gunther operates.
LA Knight back to his feet as Gunther was going up top. He will go to the top rope on occasion, will the ring general. Yeah, you notice Gunther, look at where he's delivering the blows.
Sharp chops to the side of LA Knight's neck.
Knight now, they're gonna fight through, up to the top rope.
Dangerous position for both superstars.
Trying to hook Gunther, who's blocking, hanging on to the turnbuckle. Knight dropped and landed on his neck.
Whiplash.
Yeah, landed on his neck. And Gunther now with the splash from the top rope.
But Gunther's not done just yet.
Gunther gonna go up top in the other corner.
I don't think LA realized.
Look at, right to the back of the neck, to the back of the neck of LA Knight. Cover by Gunther. Knight still in it. And the ring general continuing the assault with a power bomb tonight. Stacks him up. Knight still alive.
There's magic in the air tonight, Cole. LA Knight feeling some kind of way. Look again at this German suplex. You can see the nasty landing high on LA Knight's neck. And Gunther with a vicious clothesline, a power bomb. The ring general knows LA Knight's neck is compromised. And Gunther wants to finish the job.
The capacity crowd looks on as Gunther stalks LA Knight, trying to make it back to his feet. Gunther may have him right where he wants him. The ring general. Oh, BFT!
He hit it!
From out of nowhere! Knight for the win! Gunther got his foot
dream crusher.
Blunt force drama from Knight to Gunther and off the BFT.
Look at this. LA Knight sensed the sleeper attempt coming, drives Gunther face first, and Gunther able to use his long legs to preserve his opportunity. LA Knight feeling the effects of the damage to his neck. That may have been Knight's best shot.
I said it, Corey, and I mean it. Blunt force drama, because it is high drama here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. LA Knight and Gunther for an opportunity to face John Cena. Now Gunther from behind, sleeper in again by Gunther. Trying to wear Knight down, Knight trying to fight out of this, has got to make it to the ropes. Down to a knee, Gunther breaks to allow, he strikes by the elbow. Back to the sleeper again. Knight's got nowhere to go, center of the ring.
Gunther has the body scissors applied, squeezing the breath out of LA Knight.
Knight trying to fight out of it with everything he has. Remember all the pressure on the neck here, the injured neck of LA Knight.
WWE Universe, LA Knight needs you right now. The megastar feeding off this crowd.
Knight back to his feet. He's got Gunther up on his shoulders, Gunther elbows to the jaw. Driving Knight back down to the mat.
Raining down elbows is the ring general.
Look at this, just pummeling away at LA Knight. And look at this here.
A cravat applied. Gunther wrenching on the neck of LA Knight.
The neck that has become the story here in this match. Knight trying to somehow hang on. Will Knight tap out to Gunther? Listen to this place. Knight taps out. Knight taps out.
Here is your winner by submission, the Ring General, Gunther!
Corey, to me, this tap out was meant to send a message.
No doubt about it. A maneuver extremely similar to the STF of John Cena.
It is official next Saturday. Gunther and Cena in his final match.
I hope you're paying attention.
On Saturday night's main event.
You finally and definitely will give up. You're gonna tap out.